Okay, cats, how we doing? My old algebra cats. Let's do a little math. We're going to talk about the distributive property. All right, in the distributive property, what you got is you got parentheses, and you want to get rid of the parentheses. And the way that you do that is that you multiply. A lot of folks call it the double rainbow. I call it the double D rainbow, double distributive property. We're going to do that all day today. All right, so here's how it works. Okay? So the basics are like this. If you have a number outside of a parentheses, or it might even be on the back side, it don't matter. As long as there's no plus or minus in front of it or behind it, then we're good. So what do we have? We have 10 times 10 and 10 times 2. So the first thing we're going to do is our first distributive. 10 times 10 equals 100. Next thing we have is we have 10 times 2, the second of the double D distributive rainbow. Okay, so 10 times 2 is plus 20. Now sometimes this is the final answer, or sometimes they'll want you to combine your like terms, and that would equal 120. All right, but a lot of times they're just wanting you to distribute. Okay, well that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now let's talk about a few concepts I want you to understand. All right, so the first one is whenever you multiply two variables, all right, they got powers. That's x to the 1, x to the 1. So therefore, whenever I multiply x times x, you're going to add your exponent. So 1 plus 1, and that gives me x squared. Got that so far? Second thing is we have, let's say we have x times x squared. All right, well, x times x squared, that's like saying x to the 1. Well, 1 plus 2 equals x to the third. Okay, a lot of times you're going to see x times x is x squared. But if you have x times x squared, well, 1 plus 2 equals 3. All right, x to the fifth times x to the fourth. Well, let's see, x to the fifth times x to the fourth. Basically, I'm going to add my exponents, 5 plus 4, and that gives me x to the ninth. That's how you multiply numbers or variables with exponents. Okay, got that? So therefore, if I have, let's say 2 times x plus 3, well, double rainbow tells us 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is plus 6. Oh, and here's the deal. You can't combine a 6x and a 2. That's like an apple, that's like an orange. You can't smush them together and make an orange. Numbers with variables are different. Different fruit baskets than numbers that are just by themselves. And by the way, the word for the number by itself is called the constant. The constant. Any number by itself, 6, okay, with no variables, is called a constant. They don't combine. All right, moving along, let's say I have 2x times, or 2x parentheses, 3x plus, let's go plus 1. So, once again, do I have parentheses? Double D rainbow. I'm going to do double distributive property here and here. 2x times 3x. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. And x times x is x squared. And 2x times 1 plus 2x. And your answer is 6x squared plus 2x. Got that? Cool. Moving along. Well, sometimes you might have, let me back up and show you this real quick. Say I got 3 plus x plus 2. If you see that plus sign right there, that tells you you can't do the double D rainbow. You cannot distribute because there's a plus out there. All right, so how would I do that? Well, that's going to be 3 plus x plus 2. Okay, and that ends up being, well, 3 plus 2 is 5 plus x. Or x plus 5, either way you want to write it. All right, so you can only combine like terms. So if it got a variable on it, you only can combine the variables. If it just has a number, it's a constant, it don't combine with anything with an x on it, or any other variable. Moving along. All right. So I got some tricky business here, but that's not too hard. My friends, let's take a look. All right, we have it written here as a distributive property, and we have it as algebra tiles. It's not too hard. All right, so basically if I want to go 5 times 2x, 5 times 2x equals 10x. Okay, my second rainbow, 5 times 3, 5 times 3 equals 15. Are we cool so far? So basically the answer to this would be 10x plus 15. 10x plus 15. Getting the hang of this distributive property? Alright, cool. Alright, here's another one. This is a little tricky. They're asking you to fill in the boxes for you. Go do a little reverse engineering to figure it out. Alright, I have 2 times 3x. Well, 2 times what equals 6x? Oh, 3x. Yeah, man, yeah. 2 times 3x equals 6x. Now, if you look here, alright, I'm going to do my second rainbow. 2 times negative 6. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. Remember, positive times a negative equals a negative. Right on, brothers and sisters. Right on. We just preaching the gospel of math today, and man, I love it. Let's move on, shall we? Oh, we got some tricky business here. I got some negative 2x. Okay, no plus or minus right here, so it's a distributive problem. So negative 2x times 3x squared. Well, let's see. Let's multiply here. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. And then I got x times x squared. Well, that's x to the 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, so that is at negative 6x third to the third. Now I got a negative times a negative. Let's show that. We're going to do our second distributive. A negative times a negative equals a positive. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8, but don't forget to bring the x down with you. Now I got x to the third and I got x. Can I combine them together? X, no, we can't do that. X cubed is like an apple. X to the 1 is like a banana. And you can't put it together like no banapple. And it don't work. So they cannot combine. We are done. Here is our answer. Last but not least, let's see a couple tricky business. A couple of tricky ones, huh? Okay, watch this. Let's say I got negative x plus 3. There's no number there. But we big dog mathematicians. We do algebra 1. So whenever you see a negative, that's for you to assume that's a negative 1. Alright? Even though it's not written, it's assumed. It's shown but not given. So negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times positive 3 is negative 3. Boom, bada, bing. There's your answer. Alright, moving along. So, sometimes you might see some tricky dicky business, right? But it's on the back side. Okay, there's no plus or minus, so that means we got to do backdoor distributed. Backdoor. We from the back, we're going to go in the house. So up there, 3x times 3x equals 9x squared. Why? 3 times 3 is 9. X times x is x squared. 3x times a negative 3x. Positive times a negative is a negative. 3x times 3 would be 9x. Now notice I got an x squared and I got an x. Can I combine them and make that 0x something? No, I can't. That's an x squared. That's like a banana. That's like x. That's like an apple. Okay, 2 baskets of fruit, we can't combine them and make no banapple. It don't work that way. So that would be our final answer. Okay? All right, let's see. I think that's the basics. Maybe we do, see if we got any more problems on the board. No, I think we're good. So that's the basics to the basic distributive property. All right? Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.